What's up, everyone? It's Teddy, aka JamesKisau on MTGO, coming at the dawn of a new format. Some big bans, well, maybe not big bans, but bans hit the Legacy format. We lost Psychic Frog, which is a card this deck played quite a bit, and Vexing Bauble, which is a card this deck tried out when it was first released to try and fight Grief and other free spells, because we weren't really utilizing free spells all too much outside of Force of Will, but we didn't really play it all that much. However, that card was used against us to pretty strong effect. I feel like our win rate against Mud or Carnforge Ring went down quite a bit since they were so easily able to get Vexing Bauble in an uncounterable fashion from Urza's Saga, or just check our force on turn 1. It's a 1-mana play. It was just a really hard card for us to keep up with, while also keeping up with the massive value that deck presents. So all in all, I feel like the bans could be pretty good for us here. That being said, I know all throughout Frog's legality, I went back and forth on the card. Sometimes I wouldn't play it at all, but towards the end, I was definitely playing it just because it was so efficient and good at running away with games, and it was in our colors, so I thought I might as well. But now that it's gone, I have replaced it with just a couple threats to keep the balance of the deck more or less the same. I have Abhorrent Oculus, a card I've tried on the channel before, and Metamorphosis Fanatic, both cards I've tried on the channel before. And I realized this list looks a lot like my second place challenge list that had Fnatic and Oculus. A lot more Fanatics in that list, but I opened this in a chest, and apparently the foil extended art version is like half the price of the normal one, so I was like, I don't want to sell this, let's just play with Fnatic. I never get to do this, and it's a really cool card. We play Brainstorm, why not? Over in the sideboard, 3 Consigns has felt correct, especially since I think a lot of people are going to try and leverage Eldrazi as one of the decks going forward. But most of all, I'm just really excited to see what the meta's like. Let's get in there and see what's going on. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the Patreon. The lowest tier, which is only $2, will get you a whole another league of Grixis Control every week. I think it's great value. The second tier gets you eligible for DM conversations and donation bonus leagues and all that good stuff. And then the top tier is private coaching. It's currently all filled up, but if it's something you really truly desire, just hit me up. Maybe we'll be able to work something out. And if one of those slots free up, I'll announce it on YouTube or something like that. Cool. Yeah, let's go see what's going on in the meta. All right, let's explore this new meta. On the draw to start things out. Got the classic Island Ponder Keep, of course, and also a Force of Will. Quite a proactive 1-drop with Tameo, but I don't think I'd like not play Tameo on turn 1 in hopes of drawing like a Brainstorm or something. But we'll see what my opponent does here. They pass through their first main phase. Okay. Maybe I just wanted to see if I'd do anything. They're gonna Thoughtseize me. I'm assuming they're gonna take Force now. So now I think probably what we want to do is ponder and not shuffle. If another turn is like acceptably on the horizon. Oh, they took Tameo. That's interesting. This could be a more fair black strategy. Something worth working up to. Abhorrent Oculus. It's a good card. Alright, I don't mind Cling to Dust either, but I can't cast it yet, so just keep it in reach. I don't know. Black decks usually care about Cling to Dust, unless it's like Black Stompy, I guess. But then I think they would have taken Force of Will. So I'm very curious to see what they follow up with. The take of Tameo is like, it's like a blue deck take. Okay, yeah, there's blue to Delta, which I guess doesn't mean anything yet. Yep. Sure. Brainstorm then nothing? They might have just wanted to get ahead of a Bowmasters. I'll pass it back. I mean, I could ponder. What if I need to beat Daze with Cling? What if I need to beat Daze and Force? What if they entomb? They don't entomb. Fnatic? I think I can deal with that. I mean, a 4/4 with lifelink is fairly hefty, but it could be a lot worse. Wasteland, good to know. Alright, I will take Lorien Revealed. Not crazy that I can't set up my red right away, but I mean, we're gonna try and get ahead of days anyways. Cast Ponder. Sure. Seems fine to me. They don't know about this Oculus. Both Ponders have been spent. They should only be aware of these 3 cards in my hand currently. Okay. Nice to see this deck alive and well. You always hope your friends are alive and well. Binning Ponder. Going to combat. Yep, not wild about this hit. But yeah, Oculus should be able to beat it in combat. And that's an animate dead. Cling. 3 cards left. Should be a pretty clear days, so... Okay. Force, I do need to fight over that. It makes the next reanimation spell not great. If they daze after this, they're insane. But I mean, they knew about the force. Maybe they just wanted to clear it. Okay, that's an exile. Let's see if I can Oculus and just chill after that. Yeah, let's do that instead. That's funny. Tamiya with lifelink is truly whatever, but really can't knock the value here. If they top deck an Entomb or Reanimate, I will be really sad, but, you know. Okay, they definitely just drew another Fnatic, which is really funny. Please don't have Entomb. Yep. This feels very fair. We're just slamming miracles into each other. Ponder's fine. They don't shuffle either. Can I afford to take another 4? This will make, I think I'll take 4 one more time. Because I don't want to start like a Fnatic chain. And then if I can get Tamiya's +2 rockin', that would be crucial in the Fnatic mirror. But that doesn't come to pass. I think I would rather just hold up Cling to Dust instead. Get a clue. Or do I just need to play Oculus, get a bigger creature? It's pretty weak to Fatal Push, but I don't think they would keep a Ponder with Fatal Push in the mix. I don't know. It's hard to say. What would they keep is the real question. And the answer is I have no clue. Maybe they'll brainstorm, but they know about the Bowmasters, so maybe they also would not brainstorm. Force Pitch to Ponder. Alright, I'll take that block. Life totals don't change. Well, they're at 32. That's not good. I don't like that they're at 32. Activate Clue Token. Another Cling. Okay. It's kind of nice. Again, I want to not give them any ground on Wasteland, so let's play Bowmasters here. Start the long road from 32. Probably 35, honestly. They're probably going to get another chunk of life there. It's not a bad draw. Oh, I meant to not exile Ponder. Oh well. That was not ideal. If I can dodge Fatal Push for a turn and get a Manifest Dreader, that'd be cool. I also really want to like hold my board supremacy here. Sure. Great. So far, so good. I think Thoughtseize is not as useful as Brainstorm from here. Now this is interesting. I mean, I will eat it. If they want a Bowmaster to finish it off, I think that's totally fine. Alright, we kind of expected that. We know they have an Underground Sea, so I'm not... The only way this really sucks is if they have another reanimation spell after that. But they're saying, well, heck, so that's good enough for them, even though they're at 35. I guess Oculus hits in chunks. All right. Consign seems solid. They have multiple fanatics. Surgical. And then Pyroblast, they're not on Frog anymore, obviously. So Pyroblast to fight Force and whatever just does not seem great. We didn't see any blue creatures, but they might have pivoted onto like Tamiyo or maybe even Oculus. I'm not really sure. Take one. And yeah, Thoughtseize is pretty important here as well. Fnatic, not so much. I really don't want them reanimating my Fnatic. K-Command, not really going to line up right. Maybe Lightning Bolt's not either. It only kind of lined up against the Psychic Frog variants. I mean, it was fine. There are some really cool spots to maneuver into with it. But yeah, Consign, kind of like soft countering Fnatic and also Animate Dead. Yeah, they gotta have Entomb too. You just gotta assume they have that. Yeah, I think I'm pretty comfortable going down to just one bolt for now. If they have Tamiyo, then we'll have to reevaluate. But I like having all these blue cards too. They play Thoughtseize, so like mulliganing to Graveyard Hate is not all that relevant. There's also Brainstorm. I'm gonna try it. If they keep 7, I don't think they still... I don't think they pivoted onto like Dark Ritual or anything like that. Scalding Tarn. They have a play. Well, no more secrets over here. I'm sure they'll take Brainstorm. Oh, they take Brazen Borrower. They might be onto like Troll of Khazad-dûm and just want to count on Brainstorm missing some Graveyard Hate or something. That was a great top deck. If they daze it though, it could be a little scary. I hope someone analyzes the Thoughtseize bug someday. Like, what does it put on top of your opponent's deck? Some card in the equation in recent memory? Some card that was on the stack or something? Hopefully that was a significant setback for them. But yeah, we're in a kind of tough spot here. Consign is nice. Okay. Guess I'll play this island. I don't know. We can stop Animate Dead. Not really reanimate. If they have oh, they don't have either. Okay, they drew Fnatic. That was quite a long pause on the draw step. I know what that means. Alright, got a delta over there. And yes, thank you, opponent. My brand is all about positivity. I'm not really comfortable doing anything yet. It's not like imperative to get Baleful Strix out either. Yep, there's Wasteland. You know, baiting out a Bowmasters is not the worst thing here. Like, I don't think I even want to, like... Well, I certainly don't want to force, because their deck is scary. But if we plan for the scenario where, like, Strix is invalidated anyways, what should we do about that? I think we have to, but I'm not, like, incredibly happy about it. And if they force back, then we've worked through a good portion of their hand. I think they're thinking about it, but they let it go. Okay. Let's redraw consign. And now with some backup from surgical extraction, I feel pretty good about just casting opposition agent if they activate this fetch land. Cast agent. Sure. Slowly working through these cards. We know they have Metamorphosis Fanatic as well. Reanimate Bowmasters. Yeah, I mean, I would like that Brainstorm on top of my deck to kind of help me out. So let's try this. If I can play the whole game not worried about Bowmasters, and also learn what's in their hand. Okay, apparently this was the right line. Oh yeah, that would have been pretty interesting. Do they have Bowmasters in their hand? That would be... No, okay. It's not the end of the world. Okay, this is definitely a more fair iteration. I'm not seeing Entomb, so we're definitely going to be cutting Agent for round 3. Just to reanimate left. Dang, do I even need to cut Surgical Extraction? This is a tough spot. I need to somehow beat this Baragoyf, which is not going to be easy. 4 Brazen Borrowers. It's not going to be that easy. Definitely going to drop this Consign. Cast Brainstorm. Hopefully get a very potent 2-card hand. Ugh. Well, there's Edict at least. I could also extract... if I really, really wanted to trade cards here, I could extract Push. But that seems like so bad. Or if I can get a Fanatic in the yard or something like that. I don't know. It's all very paltry. I don't think Consign is going to be good unless I have a Force of Will in hand. So I can pitch it. So I guess I'll keep the cards that marginally matter. But yeah, this is kind of a tough spot. I'm assuming they'll cast Baragoyf here. Yep. Don't have to worry about Force blue card. Alright. Really no room to screw up from here, so let's Surveil. Bin that. Help. Alright. Please don't have days. Hell yeah. This will blank Fatal Push. If they top deck Fanatic, I'll probably just have to extract Baragoyf, unfortunately. Passing it back. We might be able to run away with things from here. Because I don't think they drew Brazen Borrower. I think they would have bounced Kaito if they had drawn that. Make a black. Not a great draw. The Wasteland is appreciated because it does pull them further away from like a hard cast Fanatic. Don't have to worry about Bowmasters. Yeah. Bin that. Keep that. Play a land and pass. Ponder's good. And they shuffle. They have a land. They're going to Thoughtseize me. I suppose now I should snap Brainstorm. Sure. Okay. I could leave them with a pretty tough choice here. I think that's the right choice. Alright. Actually, I'm not sure if I should even Thoughtseize. If they have like an out of control Fanatic chain, although I guess I could prevent that by picking up Surgical here. Yeah, maybe that's entirely preventable anyways. Pyroblast. I don't think that'll be good enough. Thoughtseize you. Take, I don't know. I guess Daze. If they draw 3 more lands, they're not going to be able to win. So I'll leave them with the Fanatic here. Brainstorm. So that would have been a reason to keep Pyroblast now that I think about it. Because now they can set up Fnatic. I'm going to also Brainstorm. Okay, Consign should help here. And let's not give them a good target. Because if they set up like a Miracle on my upkeep, if they Brainstorm into like another Brainstorm, they could do it. And I'll definitely want to consign that trigger. Seems as if we are safe. So if I plus with Kaito, I take them off Force of Will, they go to 1. And shuffling in general. But I think it's fine. I don't think they have the resources to really pull off a Force of Will here. I think we'll just attack. And see if we can find something. Oh yeah, I think Force should lock this up. We'll just consign the Miracle trigger. If they get through that, I'll extract the Baragoyf target. And if they get through all of that, I guess I'll tap down Fnatic and swing for lethal. Good games, opponent. Starting off this new era with a win against Reanimator. It was really nice to not have to worry about Psychic Frog that whole match. Here we go for match number 2 up against Jesus MTG, who usually plays tempo, I think. Although I'm pretty sure we've faced each other on like 4-color control as well. I need to mulligan this no land hand, and I'll keep this one. I think I need to bottom force. It's just going to be way too hard to try and leverage. But maybe Cling to Dust can unmulligan us. But yeah, we're already kind of a dog in the matchup. I'll be very upset if it turns out they're playing like Necro Dominance. But then would they really be keeping 7? I don't know. We're going to look like Reanimator. Badlands Thoughtseize. Oh my god. Fuck. If I take Chromox, that would be insane. But if I take Blood Moon, they'll know I care about that. Oh, crap. I mean, if I take Blood Moon, at least I have an out of, like, finding Lightning Bolt. I don't know. That did not feel good. Happy about the matchup. Sad about everything else. At the very least, they need to top deck a red card if they want to get a turn 1 Magus. Wish I kept that Force of Will. Maybe they'll just turn 1 Chalice instead. I would prefer that. Okay, looking good. So we need that basic swamp for sure. Best draws include like Lorien Revealed, I guess. There's Force of Will. I need a land most of all, I think. I have no way to work towards one, unfortunately. But yeah, Kolaghan's Command destroying Magus and Chalice will put us back in this game significantly. Chromox. Pitching Fury. There's Magus. Happy to get a swamp here. And then I'd be even happier if I could find a land off the top. Alright. Pass it back. Force of Will keep us in it for hopefully a long time. The quality of our mana is like barely disrupted right now. City of Traders? No play. Alright. Help. There we go. Although we still don't have any blue mana. It's kind of bad. Do I take 2? It's a little dangerous when there are Bombardiers deck. I get a redraw with Cling. Blood Moon. Do I just need to force that? Sucks. I like to be able to ignore Blood Moon. But yeah, my top decks get just horrible. And I will pitch Ponder. Because then if I... God damn it. If I draw a blue card but not a blue source, I can at least force a will again. Chromox. Force that. This gives me a redraw with Cling. We're in a top deck war where all my blue cards are bad draws. Yep. Okay. Enchantment's the rarer type for Baraglyph, so yeah, we'll just leave that around. Help. Perfect. Alright. See if we can win the top deck war from here, but that little extra boost should help. They draw Fury. That's pretty good. I mean, we're due for a lightning bolt as soon as next turn. So how about it? Not quite. Brainstorm? Okay. Do I really just lose the Strix? Seems sad. But yeah, I think I'm fine just dodging for one little turn. And then seeing if I can run away with the game with Kaito here. So far, so good. Bad draw. Hit for 3. Wow, they're at 20. No Ancient Tombage. Graveyard. Top. Surveil anything. Yes, even that. Oculus. Manifest Dread. Underwhelming find so far, but I think they drew a land last turn. It would make the most sense. I feel like Bombardiers can like end this out of nowhere, so we gotta be careful. And also Fury will untap. Can I just get a bolt or something? Jesus. I think I'm fine chumping Fury for as long as I live. Hit for 8? Yeah, that's a lot. Graveyard. Brainstorm. Yikes. I don't really know what's going on here, folks. Hopefully this Force of Will can bridge the gap. Okay. Whew. Got a little scary there for a second. So they're back on Chalice. I think Consign is good though. They're probably still not on Caves of Chaos Adventure though, because that card is hard to leverage. I think I will take the Fatal Push though, just like any way to beat it. A creature is nice. But the other black 1-drops are kind of indefensible against a Chalice of the Void deck. And then I usually take Agent, but I think I'll take Consign this time. It's another blue card for Force. It's going to really suck to have a bunch of Consigns against a creature. Yeah, maybe it's bad, but they probably still have the One Ring, right? That's probably still part of the plan. I don't know. I think Agent is better than the third Consign, though. And then Narset's also sketchy. Might want to just swap that for a price. At the very least, it's kind of scummy, but it could tie the game where we'd otherwise lose. Such a weird hand. They're keeping 7. I have Force and a Swamp. I just need to clear the first turn. I can probably have my colors under me, but I mean, what really good are colors if you don't have anything to do with it? I'd just be invalidating Blood Moon and beating their first threat when they already have 7 cards. This is really hard. I think I just have to make some rules for myself, like I'm not going to force Chalice on 1, I'm not going to force Bombardiers on turn 1. I do need to force Fable. Obviously I need to force anything that clocks really, really fast, like Rabblemaster or Caves of Chaos Adventure. I think as long as I keep those rules for myself, we can do this. Resolves. Interesting draw. It would make me feel better about any potential cantrip drawn. Alright, we're really working on that life total if they tap Ancient Tomb. I feel like it's really making the case for bringing in that Price of Progress. And now I even get to Surveil here. Nope. Yep. Wait, nope. Not a good draw. Oh man. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright. Okay. So we can prevent like more things from getting out of control, but we don't really have a lot of mobility. I feel like Baragoyf would be the ideal draw here. Just something they can't really stack up to. They decline the trigger, which makes me feel like, is their hand just like perfect? We don't have to worry about our force getting red blasted because of Chalice on 1. Consign to Memory might buy us a little bit of time because I can counter Chapter 3. Oh boy. Interesting they did not want to attack with that. Maybe like Bowmasters or something? I'm not sure. I probably should have forced that. Because it will clock fast. Thin the deck a little bit. Yeah, I don't think we're going to make it through this one. I think it was a bad keep. What else can I do? Pretty free for them to just like throw a treasure token. I think. This is how it starts. Ah. Red deck wins. I think some number of Thoughtseize is like fine on the play because they might not be able to keep a hand with like literally everything. But that also makes me feel a little less excited about Price of Progress. But maybe it shouldn't. I don't know. Let's go 1 Thoughtseize and then trim. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't think we need Thoughtseize. I don't think we need it. Take the play. Oh yeah, this hand is great. It may look a little funny, but it's certainly doing the things. And I'm glad they're taking a mulligan. That's pretty typical for red prison. I'll represent Consign, even though I don't think it came up last game. We're kind of hoping they spend a lot of resources for a big play here, but I guess a slow start is also fine. We just got to be careful and not let them leverage too much value on us. Sure. Yep. These are all good cards. I'm here for Blood Moon. Yeah, that's fine. Not only do I not have 1-drops in hand, but if I really need to maneuver something, I could bounce it with Brazen Borrower. But a lot of my 1-drops could just become what I pitch to force, you know? Snapcaster Mage. Well, guess we'll just keep doing our thing. You gotta look out. You have to stay vigilant. There should be some good nimble blowouts, though. Yeah. So this turn, I'll probably petty theft that shaman token. Them missing a land drop is quite concerning. Don't mind Edict here. I need more pressure on board. So I think it's probably fine to play Bowmasters. It kind of plays into Fury, but they need to expend kind of a lot of resources to do that even. And they missed a land drop. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this. This might be pressure enough to win the game. I might force twice here. Yeah, I feel like the nimble blowout is, yeah, this. If I could nimble counter the trigger, but as it stands, they're not going anywhere. I'm a lot of draws. Many draws close to this beating in the air. Nah, that was like the worst possible draw. Okay, maybe I'm a little nervous. I gotta decide what to do about this thing. I think I will counter this trigger and draw a card. There's a red source. I don't hate it. Okay, I gotta counter that. No bones about it. So few bad draws. It's just basically like a lightning bolt at this point. That one's pretty bad too. Always gets so scary. Alright. Hopefully they, I don't know, can't leverage all that card draw. And Edict holds out. I need a lot of things to go right here. Let's cast Brazen Borrower. Ooh. Not bad. Blue card for force. So this turn I can probably count on Edict and Bowmaster. It's not good enough. Can they really handle using Ancient Tomb? The pain of the One Ring. Bowmasters. Brazen Borrower hitting in the air. I'm getting the triggers. Fury can't clear the whole board. Chromox. What's that? Shatter Skull smashing? Fiery Confluence. That's pretty good. Damn it. Well, maybe a hardcast force will bridge the gap. It doesn't need to be hardcast. But it will be. Unless they play Blood Moon. But I can't imagine them wasting time on that. How are they going to get lethal? I guess they need to find another ring. They could find another ring. I'll counter that. Chromox. Bombardiers. They're going to throw their ring. Edict. Okay. They can go to 1 and cast another ring. Then hopefully Force will wrap it up. Alright, we got there. It's probably not great for us that they're on Chalice again instead of Vexing Bauble. I think Vexing Bauble made this particular matchup better for us because it's hard to be so efficient when your 1-drops don't work or heavily taxed if you're using Consign. But it was a good matchup before. Hopefully it still is. Well, it looks like we won the die roll in round 3. Triple Brainstorm hand. I don't hate it with the Force. But you know we're going to start with Ponder instead. I can't imagine why we'd pitch Brazen Borrower over a Brainstorm if we need to Force right now, but, you know, just in case. Sure. This could be a lot of different things. They don't shuffle, which always makes me a bit trepidatious. Prismatic Vista. Well, now this is seeming like Jeskai Control. I don't see how this goes wrong. Kind of underwhelming cards, though. Excuse me. You gotta think a little bit about back to basics. I'm gonna file away a Brainstorm. I was just thinking about that card. I think if I can catch them shields down and they don't force it on the spot, that could be pretty strong. We shall see. Alright. Making those land drops. There's the Tundra, which makes me feel like maybe back to basics isn't the hugest part of their plan. I'll take another Force. But yeah, blue mana up means we're not budging on that. If I could start trading these Forces 1-for-1, though, I don't think they would like that very much. Another Vista. Okay. Teferi, Narset. Nothing? Nothing? Interesting. I feel like you should tap out. Oh, Hole Breacher? Hole B. I don't want to trade 1-for-1 on that. I mean, I don't want to force when I can so easily bolt it. Oh my goodness, though. I guess I'll just have to Edict. Cling to Dust is like such a good one. Such a good one. I feel like they're gonna do like a Days Undoing type thing. It's kind of funny. I really want to keep Cling in the mix. Let's go like that. Do that. Let it resolve. Edict you. They don't force. Alright. Narset. What if they have Spell Pierce? We ended up in a weird spot. And if there's anything you know about me, I don't like weird spots. Okay, they're gonna Brainstorm. Thank God it wasn't Spell Pierce. They pitch Supreme Verdict. How do I have no cards left? Boo! Alright. Guess I'll just hang out. I don't know how it got this bad. I guess I'll just try and fight back in with Cling to Dust, but yeah, I don't know how it got this bad. Red mana confirmed. Brainstorm. Person does not give a shit about Bowmasters. Or no, they probably just have like a Swords of Plowshares. But I look weird as hell. I've literally drawn nothing but fluff. That's annoying. I feel like I've drawn absolutely nothing but fluff. More fluff. Man. I mean, this matchup is good, but if I don't draw anything to do, they're gonna win. Days Undoing, cool. I love that. If anything, this matchup should be like amazingly good because they're also playing Hull Breacher, which is a 3-drop, which is weak to Lightning Bolt. My own Narset? How do you like that? Hold on. Do you think I can get... No, no, no. You gonna pitch that Days Undoing? Oh! I haven't seen a Bolt this whole game. Fuck this shit, man. Play Abho. I'm sure they'll just swords it. Not if they're playing around Days, though. No, they don't swords it. Stealthy Tameo. It's gonna get so weird if they prismatic ending my Narset. Please don't find it. Maybe your Narset can miss now. Teferi's also pretty rough. Bouncing Oculus is no fun. They wouldn't get to draw, but I mean, yeah, it could be a lot worse. Absolutely need to try and take out Narset here, which means I can't flip Tameo up because, yeah, I just need this to work. Hull Breacher. Alright, Narset. Please don't fail me again. Folks, this is the dumbest shit on planet Earth. Both Narset activations missed. Fucking hell. Here comes the fucking prismatic ending. Or not. What's this? 4th Aerlingus? It's also pretty bad. Curious if they have a land or not. This whole game would have been over if things were like the slightest bit normal and I could have just like gotten a card off my fucking Narset activation. So dumb. So dumb. Yep. I can't fucking believe that shit, dude. Try it again. Just kind of feel like they're basically playing a combo deck. Or it's unclear how many Days Undoings they're playing, but yeah, let's go like that. Well, I don't know. I think I'd rather go like that. Alright. It doesn't get much more proactive than this for us. And unless they have like a pretty big 4th Aerlingus, which will be hard to do through Kaito value, like they don't really have answers to Kaito. There are only 3 colors for prismatic ending. It's kind of weird, but I'm going to take the Force. I don't really care about the other cards. I could have taken Brainstorm, but that also didn't seem quite right. And we'll pretty much just ignore Hydroblast for the whole game, I think. The best it can often do is trade with, what's it called? One of my red blasts. Activating Archive. I mean, I don't really want them to prismatic end my Bowmaster, so Even though I could kind of like trap their brainstorm in hand. I mean, I'm gonna do this if I can. They might just like planes ending the army token. It's probably not what they really want to do. Sure. We'll get going on Kaito here. Worth noting they didn't shuffle. Yeah, I guess I'll just play that instead. Alright. We'll prioritize looking for Force of Will here. That's pretty good too, though. Very ahead of the curve. Sure. Are they going to block with that or no? Hard to say. It's also pretty scary to rely on Narset again. Tap that down. Okay. They don't even want to see me miss. I might have missed, you know. Yeah, I think they have quite a few Hull Breachers. If I saw one each game, I think we will just kind of stick with this configuration. I think I'll easily be able to brainstorm before they get a Narset or a Hull Breacher in. And with like 7 bolts, or 3 red blasts and 4 bolts I'm drawing towards, I don't feel all that concerned. I don't know why Edict keeps popping up though. It's like not really the version of that card I want. It's weird how I'm not finding Bolt at all. Brainstorm. I wonder if they're looking for land. No. Or they just found it. Hard to say. Sure. I'll take that. Alright, let's fix this hand. Okay, great. I guess I should probably keep Edict just in case. Cling will grind. Snapcaster is versatile. I kind of want all these cards. Do they have to respect Strix? I guess that is like the main question. Can they just ignore Strix? Maybe Brainstorm is a liability. If I really want that, I can cast it with Snapcaster Mage, and then I don't know. Yeah, I don't think they need to respect Strix all that much. Brazen Bar might just be worse, though. Sure. It would be nice to have like something semi-proactive to do. Slightly proactive. Put a card on top. It's hard to know what that really means. But I feel like they'll go for like maybe for one of their planeswalkers right now. Yeah. Yep. Try and Pyroblast it. Forcing it through. Okay. Pitching Days Undoing? That's the other half of the combo. What do they get? Lorien Revealed? It's a little innocuous. Still a scary card. I'll take land. This is not a good exchange, but do that. Okay, I feel like that was the appropriate amount of time to bluff another red blast. Are they going to jam another walker? Back to basics. It's kind of a bummer. But I force it though? Almost certainly not. That means this needs to be island. Really screws up my Cling to Dust plans this turn. But yeah, this really screws up their mana too, doesn't it? Alright. I guess I'll just play Strix, right? Can't think of anything too scary. Brainstorm. It probably is more important to get my mountain than anything else, though. Even though Narset is good. But yeah, this doesn't seem like a back to basics progression. Like, are they going to get a Lotus Petal basically with this, or just another island? Probably just another island. I feel like they can win with just islands. Narset, Days Undoing, Hull Breacher. Those are all mono blue cards. Lotus Petal it is. I am deeply curious. And it's probably best to hold up Snap Pyroblast here. Interesting. Do they just not have another island? That might be what's going on. So the problem is if I bait out a Hull Breacher, I guess I could Brainstorm. Yeah, I could do that. I don't know. It's not worth it. That's cool. Maybe the temptation to deal 3 damage will lure out the Hull Breacher. Yeah, I had a feeling. Okay. Kind of sets them back on their mana. Try that. Okay, they drop Supreme Verdict. That does seem like it would be very hard to cast. And yeah, I guess they only have 2 islands. We'll wait one more turn before maybe dropping this Narset. Another island. Days Undoing, huh? I was kind of hoping that wouldn't happen. I don't think it flips Tamiyo though, which is funny. Let's see. You can exile a Narset, just remove that from the pool of possible cards you could draw. It's kind of funny. Brazen Borrower, that doesn't help. Okay. I mean, I could Brainstorm, but I feel like starting the turn with the Tamiyo on 2 is really whatever. Nice hand. Should have played that Narset when I had the chance, I guess. This is a really nice hand. I like don't have any white mana anyways. Let's probably find a Brainstorm now. Ooh, Thoughtseize. That's cool. Put back up Bowmasters, back up Bolt. Just like keep the yeah, just put back the duplicates. Force of Will. What does that mean? Yeah, that's fine. Sure. Activating Tarn. I feel like if I force whatever this is, I might be able to win with force backup. I don't know, it's too aggressive. Yeah, there's just no reason to do that. So I'm not going to. Another basic land. How lovely. Alright. Let's try to Thoughtseize again. Take 2. Sure. Double 4th. Spooky. Pulled that. I guess I need white mana to do that, though. Alright. Really got somethinged in game 1 with those 2 Narset activations. That's probably the most angry I've been on this channel ever. So I apologize. But, yeah. The world is cruel. The world is cruel. You are insignificant. Don't take it personally. Alright, here we go. Match number 4 against Strastaddy, who I haven't played against in a long time. Good to see you again, Strass. I assume you're playing Maverick, and you're going to win. This hand is pretty proactive. Bolt is always nice. And if I can like Bowmaster a Mana Dork and also turn it into a Kaito, get another ETB trigger off, it's all pretty good stuff, you know. What if Strass is doing something insane? Like playing Eldrazi? No, that's a Tega. Up to your old tricks. Alright. You know what we're going to do with that. But hopefully we can surveil a land to the top here. No, I don't want Thoughtseize. I want a land. Nothing, nothing. Alright. I feel like I need to put a draw step stop in now just to throw them off the scent. No Wasteland. Dark Confidant. Well, they're not going to want to trade for that. Can I please get a land? Shit. I mean, it's not such a bad draw, though. Okay. I think we can throw the Fnatic back. And then I guess we can also put back Nimble Obstructionist? Does that make any sense? No, it doesn't. Doesn't make any sense at all. I think I want to retain Lightning Bolt. Just keeps on steamrolling here. If I get Wastelanded, I'll really want to land. If I can dodge Wasteland and just force whatever they do, get Kaito in, that would be pretty good. Just passing. I think they have their own Bowmasters. Brazen Borrower. Okay. Yep. So, they're pretty incentivized to shoot one and then take another. So I think I just force here. It's enough of a headache. And I'll pitch Brazen Borrower. Because I want to get this engine going unbothered. Go top. Seems a bit like Jund mid-range. And yeah, that was probably the strongest progression against X1 creatures I've ever committed. Fatal Push. Maybe Blood Moon. Opposition Agent. Maybe Consign. Price of Progress, like Dark Confidant. Jund deck. There's something very appealing about price here. And I think we should be aware of Pyroblast from the other side. So we can lessen our reliance on like Narset. I'm not as excited about Thoughtseize on the draw either. I think Abho might like really outpower. I feel like this is such a not blue creature. What kind of blue creature makes more creatures? I should like draw a card on each opponent's upkeep or something. Strange. Price of Progress might be a little silly the more I think about it. I just don't really, in the blind it seems like such a strange choice, you know? So maybe instead, maybe Consign is also weird. Yeah, let's just try and play as conservatively as possible. Maybe consider Blood Moon. Keeping 7. This hand has what we need, it's just like soft for other reasons. But can I really throw back this removal? Well, there's 2 like 3-drops. I'm gonna mulligan. I think this is better. Keep bottom Brainstorm. I feel like I might need to maneuver this Brainstorm kind of early. Green Sun for 1. You know, that last hand would have been pretty good against this, provided I, you know, drew lands, which is not a guarantee. Here we go. I feel like I need to brainstorm right now. But I'm not going to. Sure. Alright. Definitely want to take out that Dark Confidant. They put a card on top. It's probably a land. I don't think it's like some huge thing that will cost them so much life. We will brainstorm now. Cool. I like that Force of Will. Might not have time to cast Thoughtseize. So let's put that away. Yeah, we don't really have any other choices here, I think. Don't want them to start, like, pulling ahead in cards, you know? But it is hard to choose between Dried Arbor and Dark Confidant. Definitely have to force the Minsc Boo. Keen-Eyed Curator. Oh man, that card's such a pain. It's gonna make Oculus bad. It's make Snapcaster bad. This has to be a force, but what if they have Veil of Summer? I guess that's irrelevant. Okay, thank God. Thank God. Oh my God. I had a feeling that Wasteland. If they get Minsc Boo here, Bowmasters does like something to hold it back a little bit, but I mean, it's a lot of value to keep up with. But they might not if they read me for Lightning Bolt. Moloch. That is a creature. And they're really keeping me off this Oculus, aren't they? I mean, I think I just need to get it in, right? I'll just surveil anything into the yard and cast Oculus. Can I even afford to put that in the graveyard, though? I think so, because, yeah, Moloch will just mess me up anyways. Bolt. Ooh, I wanted that mountain. Tough. Gotta dodge the red blast. Alright, it's good enough for them. Definitely came out very aggressive with the creatures. And I think the deciding slant was definitely the Force of Will. So blue having a little bit of an edge in that matchup, even though their general card quality is a lot higher than ours. Cool. That puts us at 4-0, so here goes nothing. Alright, we have won the die roll for this trophy match. Our hand is horrible. Okay, well, sometimes your trophy match doesn't go like you want it, I guess. And we're up against Eldrazi, which we have like a good sideboard plan for, I guess, but kind of need every opportunity to beat this deck, you know? Taking a mulligan to 5 off the bat. Not even strategically, just for a playable hand. Oh, there's an Ancient Tomb. Sure. If they're not adding to the board, I don't really care. Even though I did just top a Brainstorm. That part's not great. Play Strix. Unmulligan me once. Get more 1-drops. Yavimaya. Fleshraker. Come on. Things are bad. All I can really do is just push as much damage as possible. There's another Ancient Tomb. Kozilek's Command. They're gonna draw. I'm gonna play Bowmasters. And I think I should just go face. They're gonna get 2 spawns. So that'd be 4 mana. I don't know, I think we are racing. Even though racing Fleshraker is not great. But if this was like a post-side game, Price of Progress would be like a real out, even though, as you've seen, like, we've absolutely not been really competitive at all. It's interesting. Okay, they're going after Bowmaster and not Strix. Kind of nice. I feel like if I can just get a relevant draw, you know, I'd be so grateful. No. They don't even block. Man, if things were just a little different. I don't even know. Thought Not Seer. Taking bolts. Once Upon a Time. It's infuriating how close this is. I know they have a Devourer in hand. They probably don't really want to cast until they make another land drop. And there's a Myco spawn. They can put me to 0 lands right now. I wouldn't call that the most competitive game. We've all seen this plan before. Just classic mapping for Eldrazi. Yeah, our 3-drops are good, even though they can be kind of hard to get to. Maybe I'll try something different today. Sometimes you gotta play how feels best in the moment. Looking good. This hand even ignores Chalice. They get to keep 7, which is unfortunate. But maybe they kept a weak 7. I could see it. This hand will be much better at pelting them with damage. Interesting spread of exiles there. It that heralds the end. I think I'm comfortable just like countering this and just keeping the board clear. Yep. That one's pretty good. No play. Well, I don't have to spend a card, but that means I don't spend my mana either. A little complicated. I'll play that out. Not time for Baragoyf yet. Once upon a time. Trying to dodge Thought-Knot Seer. But even then, they don't have like a great choice, you know? Cavern. It's very good they're taking time to do this. It might give me the time I need to actually pull ahead here. Okay, so Snap Consign is not online yet. It will be if I make another land drop. Or I could just bounce Chalice of the Void. They probably don't want to spend time redeploying it and all that. Alright, now Kaito is online. Do I even have time to cast Kolaghan's Command? Not with what's currently in my hand. I get a land. That's better, I think. I have Ugin. They could cast Devourer this turn. It's a little sooner than I wanted it to happen. Has the best answers, has the best creatures. Pass it back. I wonder if I should play Baragoyf. No, I think it needs to be Brazen Borrower. Because I need to be able to get through in the air. Counter that. Or, I mean, get rid of Devourer while the board is clear. That's it, huh? I have the weird feeling they have, like, Kozilek's Command. Which would be bad. Very bad. Another thing that's kind of bullshit is that they haven't had to use Ancient Tomb. I'm so glad they waited. There's a Chalice anyways, I might as well counter both of them. Alright. Oh, I was like, what? A target. Alright, cool. What do I draw? Price of Progress. That is good. We're almost there. Just don't Myco spawn me off red, and then prevent me from getting another red source for the rest of the game. That would be so sad. Cradle. Price is hitting for 12. Sure. I mean, it's scary. Especially with the Cradle. I'm sad they had another one. 4 top, 1 bottom. Great. Thought-Knot Seer, no! Stish. Shit. Yeah, no shit. Can I draw another one? Just give me another one. Consign. Alright. Play Baragoyf. Hopefully counter whatever they do next turn. Or the most relevant part of it. Just have to keep working them down. Hoping their last card is not intensely relevant. Okay, just a Cavern. Sure. Devourer. How is this only a 4/5 when there's a frickin' Kindred spell in the graveyard? Doesn't make sense. Exiling Baragoyf. Hope their last card is not good. All the while, this Fleshraker is slowly winning. You start feeling like you're going insane. Oh my god. Well, I think that's it. I think that's it, folks. Oh, they exiled my swamp? The hell? Why not the mountain? Maybe they don't think I play more than one price. They're gonna take me off black so I can't cast the Edict in my hand. Honestly, pretty whatever. My out has always been just price of progress. That's really all that matters from here on out. I still can't believe this is only a 4/5. Where did it go wrong? Oh my god. God is good. God is so good. Insane. I feel like whenever you complain, you get smote. You get smited. But this time I complained and got something I shouldn't have. That should discourage the Eldrazi player, get them on the back foot. They built up such an amazing army. But one little mage from Wrath came up with a spell that can crumble even Eldrazi empires. Fuck. There we go. It's like there's no way I can handle this final round without a little nicotine gum. Alright. Quick reevaluation. Hopefully it's another Ancient Tomb game. Like game 1. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep my lands in this time. I usually trim a land just because like the margin for missing top decks is so thin. And then on the draw, I think Force of Will is pretty necessary. The curve might be a little too high. Maybe I can trim another Bowmasters. It's really good at like filling out the board. I don't know, I'm a little one-drop squeamish. I'm going to cut a Lightning Bolt. They seem very committed to the idea of like having a Chalice on turn 1, which I think is good because they're not adding to the board. But all the same, we only have 3 1-drops that can really play through that. Yep, I'll keep that. Similar to last game, like, we do need... Do I just force that? They might have, like... No. I think it should be pretty easy to beat that card. Strix can check. Wasteland. Chalice on 1. That's tough. I mean, I want to play Strix anyways, so... If they spend time wastelanding me, that's not so bad. It's a little scary. Yeah, what the hell? I guess I'll have use for these blue cards even if they wasteland me. But if they wasteland me, that means they're not playing Uncounterable Thought-Knot Seer or anything like that. Gotta hide price, of course. I mean, actually, we wouldn't really be hiding it at all, huh? Still have to find a way to get that chip damage. Alright. Didn't have Devourer this time. Lotus Petal. If they have to Lotus Petal out a Myco Spawn, does that mean they don't have another land drop? That's strange. So maybe they don't want to wasteland me. Maybe we're just gonna chill. I have Ugin. Don't always love to see that one. This trade is wholly acceptable. Alright. So now that chip damage is online. with Brazen Borrower. Gotta be a little careful, of course, but we are getting there. As long as they don't do anything too scary this turn. And they don't. I think I'm pretty happy just to force this. Nice draw. Hit him like that. I do need them to make more land drops if I want this price to really do its thing. But I guess that just comes with time, right? As long as I take that pressure off. There's Ancient Tomb. We'd love to see that one. Devourer of Destiny. It's a counterable card, but that Chalice will only give me one trigger. So if they tap the Ancient Tomb again, or we could like slow down. We could slow down. Just really don't want to give up my pressure. Damn, this is tough. It would be a tie if I got hit 2 more times and then priced and hit them. Attack them down to 12. They attack me down to 7. Yeah, they'd have to tap the Ancient Tomb for this to work. Just counter the big one. Two cards each. I really need them to tap that Ancient Tomb a bunch. Which doesn't seem impossible. If I can just stop them all the while. Okay. I would like a clock. Suppose I'll take a Surveil. I need to start being careful with Price of Progress, though. I guess this is the fine time to hardcast Force of Will. And hopefully I can dodge Thought Knot Seer. But I think they definitely would have done that by now if they had access to it. They lost connection to the game. Okay, they just had to refresh the program. You always hope that the top deck is so bad they just quit. So if I draw Bolt, and they tap Ancient Tomb one more time, I can Bolt, consign Replicate 1, counter the Chalice trigger on the Bolt, and then price. But they could also Wasteland me. Or Wasteland themselves, yeah. Or me. But it seems like they really need their mana. Like, Wastelanding me doesn't seem all that attractive when I have so much random stuff, you know? Wastelanding themselves would really set them back. Hardcast Devourer. Well, that's a clock. Uh-oh. Is this how it's gonna end? I'm dead in 2 hits anyways. I think I might as well hit them with Price right now. Right? Yeah. Alright. Need some help here. Nimble Obstructionist. Could buy a turn. Can probably buy a turn. I was hoping they wouldn't attack. I wonder if this would have been any different if I had thought to protect my Brazen Borrower. Probably not, right? Okay, I really need another draw here. Please. Snapcaster Mage. I could price to draw. That seems terrible, so I probably should just Edict, right? I mean, that would be scummy as hell, right? If I drew this game and brought it to a fourth game, I feel like I can win this one. It's gone. Alright, if I can just consign whatever they do next turn. Attack for 2. Yeah, I'll counter that. This will turn off Ancient Tomb. I mean, they still have plenty of mana, unfortunately, thanks to Temple. Golgon's Command? Lightning Bolt, oh no. I wish that draw had come a little bit earlier. Could still draw Consign. I guess there's still an emergency. Whatever, you know. But it'd be cool if I could just attack for 2. Yes, oh my god. I cannot believe that worked. Well, wow. It was tempting to draw the game, but we didn't have to. Oh, oh wow, Erwick got trophy number 10. So fighting for third place here. And I'm about to be gone for so long, so I'm definitely going to slide off the leaderboard, but I feel like I had a pretty good run up until now. And yeah, the meta is different, but pretty crazy spread of stuff we beat. We beat Blue-Black Reanimator, Red Prison, JamesKisau Control, Maverick, and then Eldrazi. Seems like this is not, obviously not where we want to end up with Grixis Control, but it feels weirdly close. Oh, I guess Fnatic would have been a funny miracle as well against that Devourer Destiny. Whew, man. I am kind of in disbelief, but that was an intense game. I think I'm going to go start my day now. And yeah, thanks for sticking with me. Let's keep on doing the Grixis thing into this new world without Psychic Frog or Vexing Bauble. Check out the Patreon if you want an extra league of content each week. And yeah, I'll see you next time.